Welcome to Dwight L. Perry Stadium in Bowling Green, Ohio. It's the UMass Minutemen and the Bowling Green Falcons. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
I caught up with the UMass head coach before the game. He understands coming off that emotional upset win against the #1 team in the country last week could add a lot of fuel to their fire, but he does not want them focused on that. If they're focused on what they did last week, they won't be locked in and do their job this week. Worry about yourself is the advice that this team got from their head coach this week. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Falcons' offense will get the football first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority #1.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Look out! Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
This is a team that believes they're way better than what their record indicates. I know they've got a losing record coming into this one, but they felt like they could make some plays early in this one and show the rest of the country just how good they are. Phenomenal job on defense. On the opening drive, getting the pick, and now setting the offense up here early with great field position.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Minutemen can explore that playbook on 2nd and short. Out wide left, it's Harding. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Headed to the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Minutemen! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position. Offense takes advantage.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The run inside. It's Grant. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down to the air. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Gonna take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Falcons will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He's gonna get loose. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. This offense has it with really good field position. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Long way to go on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Pulled to the ground. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
You see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Dead center perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Let's talk about Bowling Green for a minute. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a 3-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this 3-star offensive lineman who's very highly recruited, that was a massive win for this head coach.
Quarterback changing the play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Falcons will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The UMass offense returns to the field. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Dropping back, it's Watson. Between the hashes, it's Matthews.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver on the middle of the field.
Looks as if he has enough to move the chains. It'll be a first down, UMass. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Minutemen can be very aggressive here on 2nd and inches. They give it to him again. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Hand off from the shotgun. All over him immediately.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? That's the end of the period, and it's UMass out front. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Rushes on. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. UMass will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. They call it a coffin quarter kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Cuts it upfield. It's Grant. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 20. It's a 1st down as this offense tries to get something going from deep in its own territory. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Running inside. It's Grant. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 28. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. 3rd down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Falcons are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, it's Grant. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Moving out to the right. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. You know, the entire concept of the play-action fake is to slow down the rush. Didn't work.
No, they didn't bite on it, which was great defense. They didn't bite on it. They knew it wasn't a run. Played pass, continued to get to the quarterback and get the quarterback on the ground.
That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know.
He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. The Falcons decide to punt it away. Looking for room. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, running back on the move. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. UMass comes to the line facing 2nd and short. Sets his feet. It's Watson. On the move. He'll try to do it himself. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. UMass quickly back to the line.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a 2nd and short play, you're
intercepted for the 11th time this season. Got some room to run. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Falcon. The defense putting points on the board.
And this is always the fine line as an offense, man. You want to be aggressive. You want to go get more points right before the half. But you can't be careless. You can't make mistakes. And, man, Palmer, that's a big mistake that goes all the way back the other direction.
And give the defense credit, too, because in that 2-minute situation, they're expecting pass. Everybody's got to be on guard. Everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback. He was able to jump the throw. Now he's taking it the distance. He's building the lead for his team. They've got so much momentum now heading into halftime.
Unloads to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Matthews. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Finds his big tight end. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Tells the run, wants to pass. Complete downfield. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they use a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Off play action. He's got it on the move. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, UMass.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Bowling Green has has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Oh, pressure's coming. And down he goes. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Rush right in his face. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Working the middle. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And the Falcons go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Conner.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. First up, a look at Michigan in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the home squad, locked up in a tight one in this matchup of top 10 teams. We haven't even hit the half here today, and it's already shaping up to be an instant classic. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Bowling Green. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Dwight L. Perry Stadium.
The Falcons will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Slips through the line. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Offense gets set for second down. Gives it to the back on the draw. Still running at the 40. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Minutemen! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just handing the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Deep in the end zone, it's Weaver. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Now this offense is back on the field. Wants to throw one first. Finds his tight end.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And the Falcons will have it 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Grant. Breaks into the open. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Off play action on first down. Just gets rid of it before the heat. He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. The penalty pushes the offense back for this 2nd down. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. Find space on the right. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Well, that's one the defender would love to have back. Great coverage there on the corner route. That's a 50-50 ball. He just has to do a better job high-pointing it at the top. The receiver beat him to the ball and made a big play.
Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Falcons kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Grab behind the line. It's Clay. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. And the offense about to dial up its 10th play of this drive. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he's in! Touchdown, Bowling Green! The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. UMass ready to get things started as the offense takes the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the air, it's Watson. Left side, it's Griffin. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, turning it on. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Out wide left, it's Griffin. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. UMass with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last completion. Neither of these teams cracking the top 25 as we are in the final week of the season. Let's take a look at where things stand right now. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Quick give. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The play fake. Throws for the tight end. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Dropping back, it's Watson. Left side is Harding. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He slides that just inside the right upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Bowling Green's offense will take the field to start the drive. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They're all over him. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Man, did he have a read on that one and almost had the pick. It'll be 3rd down.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Under pressure. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. A snap wants to throw to start this drive. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. UMass just trying to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Watson. Here comes the heat. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Stopped at the 13-yard line. The return after the interception has them in business. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in this one. Just had to get rid of it.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet.
And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, UMass! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the 4th.
And there you see his playmaking ability, man. Golly, like for a quarterback to be able to do this and just take off and outrun a defense, it shows you how athletic these guys are. They're big-time playmakers. And the moment the defense doesn't focus on them, they'll take off and they'll take it to the house.
ground with the counter. There he goes. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Offense getting set for first down. Might as well give it to him again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets it fly. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
One of the biggest reasons today.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They'll send the back in motion. Needs it here on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Pushes ahead. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time.
There he goes! At the 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Falcons!
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. He leaves it with the back. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
They'll go with a direct snap. Plows through the defense. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating.